I finally made it to Beijing, the capital of China, and right now it just so happens to be Chinese New Year, so we're gonna check out what the city looks like during this very special time and how the Chinese people celebrate. So right now we're walking on Beijing's central axis, basically the center of the city that divides the city into two, and you can see the huge gate above me with the special Chinese lanterns, and there's tons of people out right now celebrating the new year. It's definitely the place to be, I think. So let's see what they have here. Look at this huge ball that they have in the middle of this alleyway. And this year is the year of the fire horse, so that's why there's a huge horse in the center of this ball. Wow. Look at this thing. They've got noodles that look like they're scooping themselves. And I guess this is a souvenir shop that sells little figurines of the characters that they use in their traditional dances. And I used to think these were dragons, but they're actually lions, which, I don't know. They don't really look like lions to me, but I guess they are. And the whole store is just full of all different kinds of them. It's kind of crazy. Oh, they also have rabbits, yeah. And the significance of these rabbits is that they're actually the special Beijing god that people here celebrate. The rabbit god is said to bring you prosperity and wealth here in Beijing. So this is like a local god, which is interesting because I didn't know that they even had like local gods depending on which city you were in China. But I mean, China's so big, I guess makes sense. These are some more lion-looking lions, in my opinion.
Some more goofy lions.
And yeah, some of them are goofy.
The store is from 1902.
Oh yeah. You can see it's written on the sign here, 1902.
So I guess these are pieces of advertisement that they used back then.
Yeah, this could very well be the authentic little street statues that they had to advertise what they were selling. And it looks like they've kept to the same industry. They started off with shoes. They're still selling shoes. I think you'll see a lot of historic shops on this street because it is like the center of Beijing. So I'm assuming that, you know, it's kind of remained the place to be for at least a couple hundred years, if not more. And you'll also see a lot of really historic hutongs, which are narrow alleyways where people used to live. So we'll probably check out a few of those as well because they're right off on the side streets off of this main street. So first we'll check this out and then we'll tuck into a few hutongs, see what that's like. And of course you can see these tapestries or these signs that pretty much every business has on the outside of their store. So this character in Chinese means blessings. And so basically you'll put it up if you want to bless your shop. There's also some kind of wealth, prosperity, all the things that people wish for during Chinese holidays, especially Chinese New Year, associated with that character. And I believe one of the other characters specifically means long life. So you'll also see that one. But I think blessing is the most commonly seen one. Like you can see it over here on this shop as well. And over here, I believe. I actually learned that it means blessing because I got these earrings in Xi'an, which is another city in China. And I was like, I wonder if I can just use the Google Translate picture function to translate what it says, because it's pretty clear. And it did translate it into blessing. So now it's kind of hard to forget the shape of that character. I guess it's a good one to know because it's everywhere right now. And look at the long lines of people that you can see in line for some of these restaurants. It's just crazy. And this is also something I've noticed people started selling ever since the New Year started. So they've got these like they almost look like glass blown sugar creatures. So I'm pretty sure we can see, yeah, the fire horse is up here at the top, which is the symbol of the New Year.
I think this is a deer.
Oh yeah, this is a deer right here. You've got I don't know, it's like a piggy looking mouse.
Another horse.
We've got another horse here, a bull or an ox. This is like a very auspicious, as they would say in Chinese, symbol for the Chinese people. So it's like a gourd, like a squash or something like that. in the shape of an 8. So you've got like the 2 different balls on top and on bottom. And it's basically a symbol of balance. So feng shui, which they really like in Chinese culture. They like when things are balanced looking. And it also looks like the number 8, which is a lucky number in Chinese culture. So it's a very important lucky symbol that Chinese people like, either as a decoration or even to eat, in the case of those little sugar items that we saw that guy selling. Sugar sculptures. Yeah.
Look at this kid.
Oh, he's very cute. Ni hao. Oh, and skittish too. But why get a scratching post when you can just use a Coca-Cola plastic?
He looked like he drank it.
Plastic packaging. Yeah, he did look. I think maybe he was just trying to open the Coca-Cola container to drink one. Actually, this year, Chinese New Year, Ramadan, and Lent all started in the same week, which is pretty rare. Each holiday represents a new beginning and an opportunity to reset in some kind of way. Whether that's putting a pause on your usual routine or going without something like Ramadan and Lent where you fast, it's a chance to change your mindset. It's also a great time to refocus inward and work towards a more grounded self. In my experience, whenever I go through a major change in my normal routine, those are the best times to reflect on the things that might be holding me back and work towards overcoming them. And therapy is the best way to pursue those changes because there's a credentialed therapist with me to listen and ask questions that get me to think deeper about what's behind any stress, relationship problems, or difficulties I'm going through. Their ultimate goal is to help me move past those issues and difficulties in my life and give me the skills to manage them on my own. My therapist always challenges me to think about what I can do to approach situations differently myself instead of trying to force or expect the people around me to change. It reminds me that the only person I can control is myself in any given situation, which helps me feel more grounded. The easiest way to seek therapy for me has been through BetterHelp, the paid partner of this video. I don't have to worry about being outside of the US, because BetterHelp's therapists can see me from wherever I am. So I'm able to build a long-term relationship with my therapist even though I'm constantly on the move. I felt like I could trust BetterHelp because they have over a decade of matching expertise, which they use to match you with a therapist based on your personal preferences as well as the therapist's own clinical expertise. To get started with BetterHelp and work through the things that are holding you back from the life you want, click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/20camels and get 10% off your first month of therapy. So I think we've entered onto a hutong now, which, like I said before, is like a system of kind of maze-like narrow alleyways that's existed for a long time. Usually these date back to when the Chinese Empire was a thing. And so they'll be, I don't know, at least 100 years old, 150 years old, but usually more. And back in the day, they were mostly where people lived. Like I said before, they're residential areas. Nowadays, they're still residential areas, but they happen to be a bit more touristy. It's a nice contrast to the very modern Chinese buildings that you'll find in most of Beijing, to wander through these old brick or stone narrow alleyways.
I think these are ones where people live.
Okay, yeah, I think these are the ones where people actually live, because it's a little bit quieter on this street. And you can actually tell how many families live in a particular compound by the number of electric boxes that you can see right in the entrance here. So this particular one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 families. And a lot of these houses, these residences that were built into these traditional hutongs actually weren't equipped with, I don't know if it was plumbing in general, but at the very least with toilets. So we'll probably see a public bathroom coming up here pretty soon that I believe the people who still live in these hutongs still use. Right as I said it, here's one. This is a public bathroom. And I will wait until the person who's in the female bathroom here leaves to show you guys what it looks like on the inside, because I did walk into one of these the other day and it's quite the experience. So let me just make sure that nobody else is in here and then I'll take you guys in. Okay, so I just walked through the entrance here. And as you guys can see, this is the woman's bathroom, the female bathroom. There are no doors inside of here. And we've got one sit-down toilet, as is pretty common in China. Most of them are these floor toilets because the Chinese people don't like the idea of any of their body coming into contact with something somebody else has already sat on. Like I said, I don't know if it was plumbing in general that people didn't have in their houses back in the day here in these hutongs, or if it was just toilets, because I don't see a shower in here or a sink, and I imagine they would need a sink to cook with, wash their hands, and a shower to bathe themselves. So I don't know if people would go to public showers or saunas or something like that as well, or if it was just bathrooms that they didn't have. But maybe you guys can let me know in the comments below if you happen to know. But yeah, going to the bathroom in one of these, finding out that there's no doors is a first for me as a female. I know you guys deal with it all the time with the urinals. Yeah. But as a woman, I have never been to a woman's bathroom that didn't have doors. Pretty interesting experience. I went with a friend of mine and she was like talking to me while we were going to the bathroom, and it's weird like squatting down next to somebody and still maintaining a conversation, sometimes looking at each other in the eyes. It's only in China kind of experience.
Here's another one. So
and
they're everywhere.
Yeah. There's a male bathroom here. Female ones right over here. So yeah, they pop up pretty frequently, don't they? I guess if there's that many families living in such a concentrated area, you would need plenty of public bathrooms. Little bit of Beijing culture here. In the hutongs, you can also see people hanging their clothes to dry from pretty much whatever they can find. So in this case, you've got like wires and like the rafters of the outside of the building. It's very local. And here you can see a couple of the gourds hanging right outside the entrance to this hutong house. And I get the feeling that they hang them here as kind of like good luck charms for the house. And I really love how they've maintained all the traditional Chinese architecture from back in the day with the slanted roofs, the tiles with all the patterns on them. It's very authentic. Wow, look at the inside of this one. They have a curved wall made out of bricks right in the entrance here. That's pretty unique. I haven't seen that yet.
And it looks spacious compared to the other ones. Right?
Yeah, it does look spacious compared to the other ones. Look, they have birds here. Little budgies. With collars? Are those kind of like collars or something? I've never seen that before. And this is the same street as before, but now that it's gotten a little bit darker, you can see they turned all the lights on, and it completely changes the atmosphere. It's really beautiful.
Hey, cold outside. Come on in. Our old Beijing jasmine tea can warm you up. Have a rest.
Wow, it's from 1858.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see the sign. 1858.
Our old Beijing jasmine
Look
tea
at that.
can warm you up.
So I guess this is a jasmine tea shop. It's got probably one of the most creative, like speaker repetitive calls to come in that I've heard in China so far, because that's a pretty common thing that they'll do. They'll hawk whatever they're selling, even if it's an established shop, onto the main street. And not many of them have like a bilingual Chinese-English translation loop of what they're saying. Hey, it's cold outside. Come in and our jasmine tea will warm you up. Honestly, if I was more of a tea drinker, I'd be down. Right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you've been in business since 1858, you're doing something right. Yeah. I saw this particular brand of candy on social media, White Rabbit, And apparently it's one of the things that you can only find in China. I'm down. I want to try it, especially since they've got a bunny god here in Beijing. Oh, they've got ice cream too? Wow. 你好.
看一下喜欢哪种的
Mix.
One of the mix.
Yeah. Mix. How? 谢谢. I have no idea what to get here. There's a lot of different kinds of candy. Look, the table just goes down from here. They almost look like they're going to be kind of like Tootsie Roll type candies. I don't know though.
All right, so this is yogurt.
This is, oh, they have the
This
different
is
flavors here. They have little
This is osmanthus
fragrance.
Okay.
They have little tags or whatever. Red bean,
Coconut.
coconut.
That's plain. We should try the plain.
We should try the plain. Yeah, the plain is the one that I saw online. I don't know though.
你好.
你好. All right, I'm gonna tell her we need help. 谢谢.
谢谢.
the most famous.
Yeah, that one for sure. The most famous. No, can we do mix? So she's giving us some of the yogurt one, chocolate, osmanthus fragrance, and red bean. And we should probably stop her. I think that's good, right? Okay, how?
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Look at these. They've got like lychee gummies, pineapple gummies, Lego gummies, honey peach, orange. Wow, this place is... No.
Yeah.
Okay, only this one, yeah. And you can even get a white rabbit ashtray or serving tray. I'm not sure what this is exactly, but...
I think, yeah, it's a candy holder. Like,
Yeah, I think it's a place to put the candies that you just bought from them.
yeah.
They've got a whole brand going on. I'm excited.
That was 85.6 yuan.
85.6,
A little bit over 10 bucks.
a little bit. And that's a good price
12 maybe.
for as much candy as they gave us. I didn't expect her to just start taking fistfuls of all the different flavors, but I'm down. Maybe it'll be a good gift for some people back home.
Yeah. 拜拜.
谢谢, bye-bye. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you guys by trying all the different flavors they just gave us, but I figured I should at least try the original, the plain. So let's try it. Oh, okay, I thought it had some additional packaging, but it looks like it's just wrapped in some kind of thin rice paper, which is interesting. Yeah, because it doesn't peel off. Like if you try to peel it off, it just flakes off
Oh, yeah.
in your hand. It's hard. I can't bite it. Okay. Is it stale? It wouldn't be, right?
No. Can I try one? What's it called?
Osmanthus fragrance.
I don't know whether that was my tooth or the candy.
I was gonna say, don't break your teeth.
It's good. It's kind of milky
Yeah?
and fruity. It's super hard.
Super hard, right? The longer I have it in my mouth, the more I can kind of start breaking off and chewing. And I've gotten the flavor now. It's like almost like vanilla ice cream. It's very creamy and very vanilla-y. That's the only thing I can say. But it's good. It's really good. I just don't like how hard it is. That's my biggest complaint. And this little chubby guy next to the bag of old money is the wealth god, the Chinese wealth god. And next to him, you can see what Chinese money used to look like. It used to look like these little boats with balls inside of them, which I didn't know before. Check this out, you guys. This is like an interactive trash sorting system. So you actually can't even access any of these different types of trash to be able to throw stuff away without touching the touchscreen here. So I guess if you touch it, you like I don't know.
Residual. Which one is residual?
Residual waste? It's the black one. But I guess it's one of these. I don't know. Let's just touch this.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It opened up the residual waste door.
Residual waste in there.
Huh. And you can even talk to it too. It says, please open the door by voice or touchscreen. So I guess you can even like tell it to open or something.
Residual.
No. I guess it doesn't speak English, guys. And also on the topic of things that look like eights and look like gourds, the Chinese people also really love eating these fruits covered with sugar. So these are actually mostly hawthorn ones. These are hawthorn fruits, which I had never heard of before I came to China. And you can also get smaller versions too. Maybe we'll come back and try one of these, one of the smaller ones, after we try the dumplings that we're gonna go find now for dinner. Dumplings are also things that Chinese people love to eat during festivals, especially the New Year. And I'll tell you guys why. It has to do with something we've already seen once we get to the restaurant. But right now we're kind of on a hunt to find them, because on these streets you never know what you're gonna pass by. So we kind of just want to leave it up to chance to find a random dumpling place that looks good. This place has got waffles, cakes, more sweet things. Ni hao. Beijing people are also very outgoing. They're very friendly, we've noticed. Like they'll even just come up to you while you're riding a metro train and start up a whole conversation about where you're from and what you're doing in Beijing. And more than other cities we've been to in China, the people in Beijing are very, very outgoing and friendly, which is nice. Makes it, I think, one of our favorite cities in China. Yeah.
Look at this tent that they have here.
Oh, that's interesting. See, this is what I'm talking about. Just completely random things on every street. Like this mechanical dumpling Beijing duck.
Even the pots at the top here.
It's like very steampunk. And who's driving it? Oh, it's a rabbit. Oh, the rabbit god is driving this thing. Very nice. Also very random. Da 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 da! We found our steamed dumpling shop. Okay. Looks good. There's plenty of people inside eating. Let's check it out. Oh yeah. This looks like a popular place. 谢谢. We got the dumplings. One of them has shrimp and the other one has pork and chives. I think I have to go pick up the chopsticks from some kind of area. 你好, chopsticks. Here. Okay. 谢谢. They've got a little thing in here where you can pick up clean, sanitized, probably chopsticks. Oh, sorry. Hi. 谢谢. For you. Thank you.
Fancy chopsticks.
Yeah, they're kind of fancy. A little bit better than the disposable ones. So let me give these bad boys a try. They're very hot. Now I'll tell you why the Chinese people like to eat these dumplings during the New Year. The Chinese love their symbolism, and due to the shape of these dumplings, they actually look like the ancient Chinese money that we saw with the wealth god earlier. Chinese people feel like eating dumplings will bring them good fortune and wealth in the new year, so they fill their bellies with them. Another thing Chinese people do during the Spring Festival, aka the Chinese New Year, is visiting Buddhist temples. This is the famous Tibetan Buddhist Lama temple in the center of Beijing. At the entrance, they handed us a bundle of incense sticks that you can see everyone inside praying with. They pray to Buddha for blessings in the year to come. Right next to the temple, there's a different kind of hutong that's more international than the one we saw earlier in the video. And to show us around, we met up with Wen, who's a local and also a tour guide here in Beijing. Let's go.
Let's go. So this is the central axis.
Okay.
It starts from the Rongding Gate in the south and up to the north. Here is Tiananmen Square. Forbidden City, and up to the north. Here is the Bell and the Drum Tower. So there's 15 spots on this central axis.
Okay.
And the central axis also became a World Heritage Site in 2024.
Oh,
Okay.
the whole axis.
The central axis,
Wow.
yeah, central axis. Actually, Beijing has 8 UNESCO World Heritage Site. So among all the cities in the world, Beijing has the largest number of the World Heritage Sites.
Wow.
Okay? 8, yeah. So the whole city layout is like a piece of tofu. It's a square, many squares,
Okay.
many small pieces of tofu. So in the middle is the Tiananmen Square and the Forbidden City. Okay. Nowadays we have the 7th circle.
Oh, 7 circles.
7 circles. So
Wow.
inner the 2nd circle,
Okay.
the residents' houses are all hutong. The locals live in the hutong.
People still live here?
Yes, the locals still live here.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So Wudaoying Hutong is a very popular hutong. It's kind of a combination of the tradition and the modern.
Wudaoying Hutong.
Hutong actually means well, the water from in the Mongolia. So
okay.
because back in the days, people live around the water, near to the water. near
Right,
to
you
the
couldn't
well.
build a city without water being
Yeah,
nearby.
yes. So
yeah.
nowadays we are still keep using this word hutong. Yeah,
Okay.
actually it's a well from the Mongolia.
It means it's a word in Mongolian originally.
Yes.
That you still
yes.
use in
It's
Chinese
still, yes,
today.
Yes.
Wow, that's so cool.
La bubu.
La boo boo. Oh my gosh.
Mega star everywhere.
Is La boo boo still a thing?
Still very popular here.
I thought maybe it had passed by now, but
No, no,
still a
yeah,
thing.
you know the Pop Mart always crowded every day. The young generation, the kids, even many guys also like the Pop Mart.
it's funny in China. I see so many guys with backpacks that have little cute characters on them and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's
the
funny.
bags on the
Yeah, the
area.
bags and everything. So one was just saying that you can see in the hutong the mix of traditional and modern. So there's things like Argentinian mate tea, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you've got all this traditional architecture.
Yeah,
And
like here, see the design is very traditional Chinese design. Yeah.
I read that there's a lot of designer shops here like that,
Yes.
or boutique shops, things like that.
Yes.
And is this a place that locals come to as well to hang out and?
At the weekends,
Shop
yes.
in the
Here it's
weekend.
not only the tourists, also the locals, the young generation came here.
Oh, okay.
Here also the cuisine, the food is also diverse. The local food like the Cooper hot pot, Old Beijing hot pot, and the Western food, and
It's a mix.
Yes, a mix. Yes.
That's nice.
See, this gate is very typical hutong gate.
Yeah.
Most of the gate, we have the threshold. So they have many functions. Like back in the days, the ancient Chinese, we believe the evil spirit can only walk smoothly. They cannot jump. So we put the threshold to keep away the bad things.
Oh, okay.
Second is to protect their money, their wealthy, sneaking out. Also for the privacy.
Okay.
But the first two is the most important reason why we have this threshold.
Keeping their money and keeping the evil spirits out.
Yes.
Basically keeping any kind of evil out of the home.
Keep away the bad things.
Yeah.
And protect the good things. Yeah. So these paintings, basically we have 3 different rankings of this painting.
Okay.
So highest ranking, we call it 和喜 painting. It's like this, okay? It's very easy to identify here, W or M. If you see a W or M painting, is the highest painting. We call it 和喜 painting.
Okay.
If you visit the Forbidden City, there's like in the central axis, a lot of like the halls of the palace is with this painting, 和喜 painting.
Okay.
And the secondary, we call it 炫子 painting, 炫子 painting.
Okay.
And it's also very easy to identify here. We call it V painting.
Okay.
V painting is secondary painting.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
And the
He's
third,
curious too. He wants to learn about this gate too.
and the third is like this. We call it the Su painting, Su style. Su represent a city in the southern of the China. It's very close to Shanghai. It's called Suzhou. So back in the days, many painters they are from the Suzhou. So they brought this style of the painting from Suzhou to Beijing. So the Su style painting is more focused on the flowers, birds, garden. This is all the Su style painting.
Wow. Beautiful. What is this?
This is also very popular local drink.
Oh, this one.
This one, yeah. it's
Yeah, I've
orange
seen
drink.
so many people
Yeah,
drinking this.
Yeah.
What is it?
If you have a chance, you need to try. It's an orange drink.
It's like
Orange
orange flavored.
Orange flavor drink.
Oh, okay. Is it like a soda or something?
Yeah. It's a similar taste like Fanta. The Fanta.
Okay, okay. Except it has some extra things inside.
Yeah,
it looks
yeah.
like.
Orange.
Orange. Okay.
yeah.
And what is this thing?
What's this?
It's a sausage actually.
Really?
They cut and then they fry, so it can
Like
like
opens.
yeah, it's like a flower.
Is it actually this size?
No, small one.
Just a sausage.
I was like, oh my gosh.
This is a Beijing pie.
This is the Beijing pie.
Yes.
Is there like meat inside of it?
Yes, it's meat inside.
Okay. This is so cool. Like this could be any other city, you know, selling like bohemian things. It's very international in some ways. You've got a gin house over here.
Look at here. This is the, you know this?
What is this?
This is the yin and the yang, right?
Yeah.
Yin and yang.
The balance.
Can you guess what this place for?
This is Confucius.
It's Mengzi. It's not Confucius.
Ah, Mengzi.
Mengzi. Yeah.
You think it's a bookstore, Ghazi?
Yeah.
I think it's maybe like a blessing place.
Very close to the right answer, actually. When you run your own business, like start your company or have a new babies, you make names for them. So what is the name? It's auspicious name. So they will help you to make name for you, and also they can predict your future. You know.
So like
This
kind
is
of
very
like,
popular over there. There's many this kind of stores, you know, over there.
so like fortune telling kind of, but also helping you name your kid.
Yeah. Make names.
That's interesting. I never expected anything like this.
Make names.
Ah, this means make names.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got kombucha stores, burger shops, and a place where you can name your baby or your company.
Come.
Oh.
So this is like the queen's hat, the
Oh,
throne.
the crown.
The crown.
Wow, that's beautiful.
The magnet is definitely the last year is the top one popular magnet. That
Really?
one,
The crown one?
You have to book and make a reservation online if you want to get one offline before you get it. Yeah.
So-
it's a national museum. It's really popular one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. So we've ended our portion of the video with Wen. Thank you so much for an excellent day.
Thank you.
You really showed us you really gave us a good introduction to Beijing and showed us the things to kind of look out for throughout the rest of our time here. And so if you guys want to book a tour with her, she's awesome. I couldn't recommend anybody more highly for Beijing. I'll put the link to her Instagram and her WhatsApp in the description below.
Thank you, Emily. Enjoy your rest of trip in Beijing.
Thank you. 谢谢.
谢谢，不客气。
Alright guys, that is a brief introduction to what life is like here in Beijing during the Chinese New Year. If you enjoyed this video, as always, don't forget to like, subscribe for more videos. The next video is super exciting. We're going to be checking out the hidden Muslim community here in Beijing, so stay tuned for that. If you want to support what I do, don't forget to join my Patreon or my YouTube memberships to see exclusive content that I already have uploaded. And I'll see you guys in the next one.